And I'm live for issue 54 of I Love Sketchup! Ah! Isaac! Yo! Hello! While waiting for the lobby to fill up, I will continue to work on this drawing. Hey, what's going on, Zoo? Hola. Zeno, what's going on, man? So currently, I'm just I'm working on this is like a really old drawing that I had done a long time ago, and I'm modding it so that it can be like a really big one for a playmat specifically. Maybe not that one. What if I were to copy all of this? Oh no. By the way, my real name isn't Isaac. Braswell Benson. Recently I finished my first iPad drawing. What? Congratulations. Oh no, I did mess this up. Hold on. Oh, wrong button. Okay, let's click a no on this. Erase that, and I want all of this. I want it all, man. Let's flip it horizontal. I can grab this, bring it in like that, I think. And the rest of that will be like that. There we go. I think that'll look cool. Let me just mess with this just a bit. There we go. Get it down to the bottom like that. Like that. Fusion. And let's see, I got something here that says bolts. So I can start off with this one. That at about there like that. Let's pop these ones in where they need to be. So anyway, this is a really old drawing. I think I did it in 2014 or 2015, around there. And recently, with the new Transformers car game that's out and about, there aren't many playmats for it, and I thought that this illustration would make like a really cool playmat. Why would I have this there like that? I feel like that's not right. Okay, well still, this kind of works. Oh no, did I even have the gradient? I feel like, oh man, all of this is getting confusing. Line shading, okay, whatever. Just copy everything, and I don't want to particularly re-illustrate this entire drawing because it's a lot of work, and I'm just trying to make this as fast and efficiently as possible so I can then sell it to make some money in order to help pay for my comic that I'm going to publish very soon. In. Oh, that was pretty perfect right there. Good stuff. Next is the line shading. I can grab this line here, bring it over here. So I still haven't seen the Avengers film yet. No idea when I'm going to get around to seeing that movie. I'm really not in a rush, so that's that. Free Comic Book Day was over the weekend too, so I got to see a whole bunch of people that had seen that movie. There we go, I think that's good. I don't like how there's like this little line here. That's fine. I'm scared it's going to be noticeable on the actual thing. But it might not be. There's like a huge chance it won't be noticeable. Maybe I'll add some like battle damage onto it. Okay, hold on. Let's try using a soft eraser. A softer eraser. Ah, so the line's not actually from this. It's from something else. Probably lines here? No. Oh, it's gotta be from this. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it is from that. Dang it, I messed up. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Let's hide the shading. Bring that back. There we go. I haven't seen it either, and sadly I don't have the money to go see it. I hear you, Zoo. I do not either. I don't have the money or the time, really. I just don't have the time to go see a film like that. It's big, it's a long movie. Getting there to see it too, I'm just like, oh, I don't think so. Bring this down a little bit. So my vision is for this illustration is really to make it look like it's on the side of the Ark. The Ark is the vehicle in the Transformers franchise that brought the Transformers to Earth. From the old 80s cartoon. Light junk. That's what I wrote for the name of my layer here. Back when I was younger, I was really not specific with my layers.
Younger, it's not that old.
Wait a minute, is this the eraser? Oh, curse you, eraser. Let's try this again. Lower opacity, keep it white. That's nice. Let's just get a little bit more of this light junk. So it looks a little more worn, you know? And so I want this to be like the side of that spaceship, like the side of the Ark. shadows. Transformers couldn't sell out to merchandising. The pilot episode was pretty much a half-hour long toy ad. I wouldn't agree with that. That show was awesome. Like, they put a lot of work into the story, especially back then. But it was initially designed to be like that. It's just that you had one guy working there that thought, you know what, I want this story to go somewhere. And so he worked hard on making a real story. Because it was supposed to be a commercial. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, jeez. Now I put in all this extra laser blasts, huh? Okay. Let's pump that up. I gotta clean up all these angles here because normally this drawing's in 11:17 format. So trying to get it to fit in a different type of format, which is what I'm doing now, is not necessarily the easiest thing to do in the world. It's a paraphrased quote. I don't have anything against the actual show. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't think you did anyway. I was just saying that, like, the show was initially created to be in order to sell toys, and somebody took it upon themselves to make something that was decently well written. And a lot of old cartoon shows were like that too. Alright, where are some of my paint splatter brushes that I had made? Man, I feel like I lost a lot of my brushes. Well, from between back then, like years ago, all the way till now, for sure I've lost a bunch of brushes. I know I have. I have all these brushes to do like trees and stuff like that, and I like never use them. I always just make up my own. Alright, whatever. Let's try something like this maybe. Let's pump that up by a whole lot more. And let's do it on a different layer. Let's lower this down just a bit. That's a little heavy. It's always good to like start off getting your areas in. Let's actually put it around here too. I think it'll look nicer like that. A little bit smaller. And then I can go in with the exact same kind of brush and make it an eraser. Where was that brush that I just took? I don't think this is it, but I'm going to take it anyway. This looks like it'll work. Alright, let's lower this down a little more. There we go. I'll be taking requests in like another 5 minutes. I just wanted to get a little bit of this drawing done today, and so start thinking of your requests, because I'm gonna ask in like just a few minutes from now. Has anyone here watched the original Transformers? And if not, any Transformers series at all? Like the Machinimas, War for Cybertron, or Beast Wars, or Animated, Prime. What other ones are there? Energon. Transformers really came out with a lot of different franchises over the year. Last one I watched was Transformer Rescue Bots. Rescue Bots. Yeah, that cartoon was cute. Currently, like, Rescue Bots was for, like, little kids, and then you had Energon, which just came out now, which is, like, that's a weird one, because the writing really pushes as though the show is made for, like, really young children, almost like Rescue Bots, but I guess, like, the second you're grown out of Rescue Bots, you could watch Energon, but at the same time, or no, not, is it Transformers Energon, or am I mixing the names up? Cyberverse, Transformers Cyberverse, sorry. And it's the current one that's on right now. And like the artwork is very like minimalistic and everything, and like it almost feels like an in-between Rescue Bots and Prime, I guess, because Prime was really more adult oriented or teenager oriented, whatever. But the thing is that like Cyberverse has so many details in it that like adults would watch and be like, oh, this is awesome, especially if you're a big Transformers fan. But at the same time, the writing is really for little kids. So I have like really mixed feelings about that Cyberverse series. And the main character is Windblade. I remember watching Beast Wars when I was a kid. My favorite one was the cheetah. Oh man, Cheetor was sweet. Actually, Beast Wars was really good. Beast Wars was a pretty sweet show. You had like... The problem with Beast Wars is it didn't age well. It aged very, 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 very poorly. I can't add enough varies to that, which is really unfortunate. And seriously, like if you had like a company go out and just completely redo all the visuals to it, like, but keep the exact same audio files and just like patch them on top of new visuals, the show is super awesome. Like it would work really well. It's because they like really relied heavily on their visuals being so impressive, so they would have all these like long shot scenes. They would re-show certain things. There's like an explosion, they'd show it from like 4 different angles super quick, and where on one hand, like back in the day when 3D was starting to become a thing, that was great and it was really cool to see it. But on the other hand, like I was saying, it can't age well. Like I tried rewatching that show and it's just so awful. It was such a bad show, and just because of the visuals, you know, like it's not fair to say that the show was no good because of that. Like the writing was amazing. And Dinobot was the coolest character in the show. There was a lot of awesome characters. I can't say he was the coolest. It's just he had so much character development. Like when he passed away in that show, it was like, man, heartfelt. Like he was so awesome. A soldier to the end. I watched Transformers Armada. I like the mini-cons. You know, I've never seen Transformers Armada before. Like my brother used to watch all the time, and that was like at a point in my life when I was out partying and hanging out and doing like a bunch of stupid stuff all the time. Okay, what do we got here? And if I remove the one that says gradient, still seems a little yellowish to me. Maybe I can add a couple more dirty things. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not on the right layer. There we go. There we are. Alright, so enough of this. What would you like to see me draw today? Write it down in the comment section, please. The most recent thing Transformers related I've interacted with was Angry Birds Transformers. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, Angry Birds Transformers. That was funny. I don't want anything on her face. Her face needs to stay clean. Looks good. Till all are one. Alright, let's put this over here like this. Excuse me. It's weird that originally I had all the light mostly coming from the bottom. Let's try that, switching this up then. Like that, I guess. No, I don't like any gradient. I find it looks nice just like this. I'll have to save this for another day. Save. Alright, draw card capture Sakura fight card. Alright, sounds good. I'll go check it out. I'll get the reference right now. Oh, I've got a transformer here on this as my reference. I will be drawing an illustration of her soon enough. It's like the next big drawing I'm going to do. I normally draw like one transformer drawing a year, and so the next one's going to be Windblade. Card capture Sakura. Did you say fight or flight? Oh, fight. Fight or flight? It looks like you said fight, so I'm gonna put in fight. Oh, it's for sure fight. Alright, so we've got card capture fight. And what else? Xeno, what did you want me to mix in with this? Or anybody else watching this, what do you want me to mix in with this fight? This card capture fight card. Excuse me. My Ninja Turtle water bottle. You're gonna drop an OC? Alright, where am I going to find it? On DeviantArt? Alright, well, pop it up there when you've got the time. While waiting, I'm going to start working on this. It's hard to do this when I don't know what yours is going to look like, actually. Alright. Okay, what's the name of your character? S Solo? Starla, Ichigo, Sakura, Gregor. Alright, I'm just gonna write Starla. Starla. Obviously, she goes by her first name most of the time. Cool. This isn't no Japanese thing. Oh, Gregor. Alright, let's see here. We've got a fighter and what looks like to be a lover. Oops. No, I don't like that. Let's switch that up a bit. She's a joint effort between two companies. A Japanese company provided the code while a British company provided the body. She's an android. Oh man, sweet. Sorry, I'm just thinking of my pose. I don't like this, so I'm gonna do something else. Lower this a little more. Ooh, that's not the right eraser. Okay. this. I'm having trouble tonight. Okay. I'm not going to allow that to ruin this for me. Give her a really big lower half, so it looks like she can really kick someone. No, that's no good. The hand's in the right spot. Let me get my stick figure hand arm drawn out here. This is going to come out and then go up. Like that. There we go. Oh, that's gonna feel too much like Harley Quinn. I can't do that. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Oh, I got it. I'll give her like a workout bandana. And her hair, I'll have it flying through, so it kind of makes it look like it's making a heart behind her. That's cute. That's the most recent basic pick I have. The one I was talking about earlier would be cheating since it's also a mashup. Yeah. But this one works, it's nice. Character seems to have hearts all over her, so let's put a heart up here instead of the regular red diamond that she seems to have. Actually, I was going to connect it like that. Maybe instead. I don't like that either. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's change it up. Fun fact, she's the non-biological niece of Michael, who also provided her love for cosplay. It's fun making original characters and writing stories about them. Let's put this lower. I'm gonna have it go doing something like this. Something like that. Looks like she has big old fist pieces on here, so let's put those on. Let's grab this. Make that look like hearts. I'll make this look like she's got a heart area here too. And something like that. Now to do a quick sketch out of her face. Oh, that's not so pretty. I'm gonna have to redo that. It just needs to be sketchy. This is like my sketch on top of my sketch. I don't have to worry about it too much. we go. The heart there, and some of her hair coming down here like this, I think. There we go. Yeah, I caught a live stream for once. Are you going to draw the blue pads that are hanging off my character's elbows and knees? It doesn't look like... I don't see blue pads hanging off her elbows or knees. Oh, sorry, for Zoo. I don't know, I don't see pads on the knees either. Like, instead I'm gonna make it look like it's giant hearts. But I can make it look like bigger hearts. Alright, let's lower this down and do my nice final sketch here. Could you add a smile, please? It can be small. That's not very robotic. And plus the fighter's not really a smiling type. But okay. Actually, let's make this like a nice perfect circle. If you don't want to, that's fine. I added a little one right here. But it's gonna be like it's more like a smirk. Alright, let's just add a couple more detail here. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's just move this a little bit. face is pretty straight on, so this is gonna save me some time. And make her look a little more robotic. Come on. Oh my god, I'm just gonna move my board. There we go. Did you hear about the upcoming Avatar 2 and 2 to 5? Now when you say Avatar, are you talking James Cameron's Avatar or the Last Airbender Avatar? Okay, this is too jagged. I'm gonna redraw just that part there. The one with the blue aliens. Okay, James Cameron. Well, 5 is an awful lot of movies, but I love James Cameron, so I can't see how he'd do any wrong. Alright. But that does sound like a lot. I guess they want to franchise it, like all the Marvel movies that are out right now. Just get her hairs right here. Give her robot ears. Imagine if there was a crossover between those two things, lol. It would be almost as good as the Sonic movie. Oh, nothing could be as good as that Sonic movie. That Sonic movie will always be the greatest. I don't know why they're changing him. He looks so good. That's better. Oh, I don't like that at all. You know, I'm just gonna draw it by hand. Like, here I am using the pen tool, and I don't need to be. Yeah, that Sonic movie. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. Avatar 2 got shafted to 2021. Man, why am I having so much trouble with this face? Whatever, I'm just gonna make it sketchy. I keep forgetting that I'm drawing a sketch. Like, I kind of like space out. Yo, Pikachu on Sunday, though. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Although I won't be here. I'm going to be in Ottawa Comic Con. Oh, that's right, I'm going to the Ottawa Comic Con soon. Like, it's going to be like in the next... Like, next weekend, I'm going to be at the Ottawa Comic Con selling prints, taking on spot commissions. So if any of you are living down there, come stop by and say hello. No, I'm not going to give her something like that. I don't like that. Have you ever decided to just draw your own hand from sight when drawing a hand pose? Yeah, for sure. If, like, sometimes I'll use a mirror to see what it looks like too, or I'll take photos with my camera. No, I don't like that. There we go. Oh boy, it's so dark in my apartment, I can't see what I'm doing properly. There we go. That's much better. That Detective Pikachu movie looks pretty fun. I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna be sweet. Not as good as Sonic, but it'll be fun all the less. Man, my cat is meowing like crazy for some reason. I think she might have found like a spider or something. I never thought you'd stoop that low. How could you? That's still the best Sonic movie ever. I don't think I'll ever see a Sonic movie better than that. I love that movie. It was awesome. The music, awesome. Action scenes were just great. That animated Sonic movie was super good. There is only one Sonic. Yeah, some of it was ridiculous, but I mean, Knuckles had a favorite hat. Sonic, you knew that was my favorite hat. There we go, let's do it like that. Just gonna add a couple of designs here and there to make her look a little more anime-y. Taking a lot of liberties with this drawing. Metal! Last year at a talkathon, one guy asked me to draw Sarah, the girl from that movie. What? That's sweet. I'd love to get a commission like that. Where is this? Good. Let's get those fingers up in there. Sarah. Oh man. I love that movie so much. I have no idea how many times I had watched it. Fine, don't blame me when this happens. Bam. And you know what? From that movie, there's actually a line I still say to this day, and regularly. Like, I'm always saying it. At one point, when they have to do all this stuff and Robotnik's keeping them when he's in their giant robot, Sonic says, we don't have enough time to deal with some dumb robot. And whenever I have to do something, oh my gosh, hold on a moment. My wife was cooking something and then left it, and now it's beeping. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, like, so whenever I'm like in a rush to do something and I have to do all this other stuff, I always say that. I'll always say, we don't have enough time to deal with some dumb robot. And most people have no idea what it's from. Well, let's give her like some knuckles. Oh no, let's give her heart ones. Like a nice big heart. No, that looks terrible. We'll keep giving her the classic Street Fighter thing, and then I'll just put a little heart on it. Oh, wrong button. And he flips off the robot. Yeah. Hey, your thing was beeping over and over again, so I turned it off. Oh man, now my cat's going crazy. But I have been live streaming for about 11 minutes longer than I normally do. But I'm coming to the end here. I'm just gonna finish these up, and let me just erase this here. And then I'll like go over some of it real quick to make some of my lines a little thicker, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Sketch over. Gave her big old Chun-Li legs. Learn how to do her hair. That's better. Alright, let's get rid of my sketch. Can delete that. I don't need that layer no mo. Alright. Fun fact, a writer for JLA had a scene where Martian Manhunter was to disguise himself as a Japanese woman, but Batman figures this out because of the name he chose. The writer asked a Japanese friend to translate a name for Poet of Mars. The friend instead told him to use Hino Ray. So, you know, this is the best mashup selection you and I have done so far. Eric, this one is all style. Good job, man. Thanks so much. It straight up looks like something that you could see in like a game like Blaze Blue. Let me just fill up a few, like make a couple lines thicker and fill up a few areas here and there. Like, I'd like this to be thick actually. Well, I mean filled in, I meant to say. There we go. This is the wrong brush for this. That's much better. Thanks. If you want to see the drawing I did recently, it's on my DA page. Because of that, Batman being a Sailor Moon fan is canon since Hino Ray is the real name of Sailor Mars. Well, it doesn't mean he's a fan of Sailor Moon. He might just know everything because Batman knows everything. But you're right. I think he would be a fan of Sailor Moon. I mean, any intellectual person would be. I love Sailor Moon so much. And I like the original series. I've actually recently, well, I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but I'm trying to watch Sailor Moon Crystal, and I'm having such a hard time doing it. It's really not easy. I just don't find it that good. I mean, it is good. It's just that it rushes so quickly, so the character development is incredibly poor. So you don't really get attached to any of the characters like you did in the old series. Like, what's funny is that the old series, like all the filler, which normally in a series, filler's not really that great. But boy, in Sailor Moon is it amazing. Like, filler episodes are awesome in Sailor Moon. And there are a lot of them, because the entire Sailor Moon Crystal first 15 episodes make up for the first 70 episodes of the series. That's huge. Blaze Blue? You've just given me something to Google. Oh, Blaze Blue is a fighting game. Sorry about that. I should have mentioned that. It's a fighting game, but I love the style of a lot of the characters from it. And, I don't know. I don't know if she would necessarily look like someone that came from that game, because I don't remember the game super well. I just remember that the art style was really pretty for a lot of the character designs. I like the 3 movies too, but I barely remember them. I didn't even know there were Blaze Blue movies. Oh, Sailor Moon movies. Never mind. I was thinking you were thinking of the Blaze Blue movies for a second there. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done this robot. Let's just give her some yellow eyes real quick. Yellow eyes are cute. I love the Sailor Moon movie where you have that person that's eating the children's dreams, and so they're capturing, like kidnapping all the kids. That movie was awesome. Let's bring this in with a little green, a little darker. Change my brush real quick. that. Actually, Starla's original design had yellow eyes. They're now neon pink. Aw, man. But your initial illustration only has a black dot. And this girl's eyes are closed, I can't tell. I'm gonna make it clockwork yellow. Feels robot-y. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for today. That was a fun sketch. Oh, I gotta leave my tablet out. Whatever. Whatever, I might take a break from drawing. I've been working so much like these past few weeks to get my comic book finished, which I successfully did, but now I have to package it, and that's going to take a lot of time too. And that I might take my time and play video games tonight, which I never do. Where is my sheet? Ah, here we go. Alright, so Card Captor's Fighter and an original character, Starla. Oh, Starla's got wings. That's something I totally spaced out on. Nope, I'm not going to give her wings. I'm going to leave her like this. Alrighty, so let me just switch up the music and do my goodbye speech that I have prepared over here in front of me. Thus ends my live streaming session for today. Yet the real challenge begins. Listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I. All links mentioned will be in the description below this video. At a young age, I realized that sleep was for suckers and I could get way more done by avoiding it altogether. Now that I'm older, all I want to do is sleep. I work like crazy. But with your epic support of $3 a month, you not only get access to high-quality files with all the sketches or pinups I've completed each month, but you give me a few more minutes of rest each day. I can't possibly express my gratitude for this, so how about praise from a local celebrity? I got a good one today for today's illustration. Beep boop beep. I am Aegis from Persona 3. Thank you so much for supporting Eric. Oh, Aegis. Your name isn't supposed to be pronounced that way, but it is because the dubbing poorly chose their way of pronouncing it. Some people are into old retro things. You know who you are. Well, I have my older sketches and drawings available for purchase on my Gumroad page. Now hold up a second, because this next part is life or death important. My comic book is named Blythe. I write it, draw it, publish it, basically everything it. I want to give it life like Frankenstein did his monster. But where my comic is my cute, sweet, precious little monster, all you sweet viewers are the electricity coursing through its veins. So please help give my comic the life it deserves by subscribing to it and rating it a 10 on 10 on my Webtoons page. Now I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I have a blurry photograph of my kids from the future. Please don't ask me how I got it. I cannot tell you. And with each person that subscribes and likes my YouTube videos, the photo becomes more and more clear. So help out not only me, but little Leo, Raph, Casey, and April at having an existence by hitting that subscribe and that like button. You know who else is super important to the rise of my future empire? Did I say empire? I meant fun, friendly, magical friends of the future. Well, it's you. Do you like sketching or drawing? What about making awesome costumes or cosplays? Well, you do some fan-related stuff to my comic Blythe, and I'll assure you a seat at my future galactic foothold, as well as advertising your fan stuff on all my social medias. Did I say galactic foothold? I meant Adventure Friends Infinity Team. Well, I have to go now, but don't forget that you deserve to have an awesome day. See you next time. Take care, all.